Let's talk about buying luxury in Portugal. You don't want to watch this whole video. In summary, I would advise being wary of a high price tag because the building construction quality might not match that price tag. Things with these kind of price tags are popping up more and more around Setúbal. And I've been watching as these signs go up, cranes go up all around the city, and they're all advertising luxury apartments. And often the big selling point is the sea is at your door, which it is. And that's nice, and they are putting like pools and gyms in these buildings, so they're giving you kind of luxury facilities. But how long is it going to take for mold to start developing on your walls? How long is it going to be before the plastering around your windows and bathtubs starts separating? So I dog sit, and I stay in a lot of properties all around the city. And it doesn't really matter how nice they are. None of them are really that well built. Everywhere I stay that is an apartment, you can hear the neighbors. Up, down, both sides. You can hear people snoring. You can hear babies crying. You can hear people coughing. You can hear people having sex. You can hear it all. And that means that there's not a lot of insulation or soundproofing, right? And insulation is also a reason why a lot of apartments get a lot of mold. That's just kind of the realities of how things are built here. That doesn't mean they're all built that way. There is some quality construction, but generally speaking, I mean, I know that the Portuguese are going to argue with me, but anybody who isn't just argumentative for the sake of it would probably agree that a lot of them are not that well constructed. But that means that this kind of price tag is absurd. And it's absurd anyways. So what do? If you really want luxury and you're ready to pay this kind of price tag, what do? Well, I have somebody who I know who has invested in a property, not at this kind of price tag, but in a more luxury property in Setúbal. And I asked her what she did to make sure that she was getting what she believed to truly be luxury. And she said that she looked into the developers. So rather than the realtors who's selling you the property, and rather than just what it is on paper, look into the developers. And she said one thing that she looked for was that the developers were from the north. Now, I don't know if this is true, but she said that the northern construction workers generally have a better reputation for building quality. And also in the north, they have to worry even more about mold, so they might have a better understanding of that. But you should be looking for things like, is there insulation going into your building? Are you getting double pane windows? What level are the appliances going to be? What is the energy certification going to be? If you're buying something that's already built and you can go and you can stand in the apartment, be there for a while and listen. What can you hear? And obviously you should also get an inspection, but an inspection sometimes isn't even going to find things that are going to affect your quality of life. And there is a whole other set of this conversation where these properties are being targeted at foreigners. While there are some rich Portuguese, the vast majority of people buying at this price point in a place like Setúbal are foreigners. And they're counting on you not knowing. They're counting on people who are buying without being here, without getting to see the property. And they're counting on people who have big pocketbooks. So something else to be aware of is looking at refurbs versus new builds. There's a lot of amazing architecture that's mostly in ruin all around Setúbal and Portugal at large, and it's amazing to see new life being brought back to these properties. But you are at an even higher risk of things like mold when you're looking at refurbs. And I can tell you, seeing the insides of a lot of properties when I was looking at buying and seeing some people who have shown me things that they've bought recently, they all look the same. They're all going to Leroy Merlin. They're all buying these like kind of clean, white, kind of new construction looks that are very appealing, I think, to foreigners. But I don't think any of it's quality. So in summary, thank you for watching the whole thing. If you watch this whole thing and you want to complain about how long it is and how I said nothing, I don't know, you're dull. But in summary, just be careful buying at this luxury price point.